An untold story of 1957, a foundation that hurts every young Nigerian till this day. This is the tragic story of Otenkwa-Dele Udo, a boy of two tribes, a dreamer of two worlds, and a victim of a jealous gun, an athlete who ran for his country, but it was his country that gunned him down. Not in war, not in terror, but in envy. He was born in Umuahia, Abia State, on May 24, 1957, a Yoruba Igbo boy, two proud heritages burning in his veins, but one soul, fast, driven, and gifted. From a young age, Otenkwa-Dele Udo didn't walk, he sprinted. His feet were blessed, and so was his future. In the 1970s, he crossed the ocean to chase a dream in America, the land of freedom. There, at the University of Missouri, he blazed through the tracks like a storm. He became a collegiate champion, and he was loved, respected, and admired. He was the pride of the Missouri Tigers, and one of the most promising 400-meter runners the world had seen. In 1978, he helped set a world record in the sprint medley relay at the Baylor International in Texas. In 1980, he represented Nigeria at the Moscow Olympics, running alongside legends like Sunday Uti and Hope Ezegbo. So he came home to serve, to run again, to make his country proud. But what do you call a land where jealousy wears a uniform? On July 15, 1981, Dele Udo, aged just 24, was back in Lagos, preparing for the Continental Championships. That night, the plan to eat dinner at the National Institute for Sports camp in Surulere was over. Nothing left, so they decided to quickly head down to Ojuelegba, just a short ride, to grab a late meal. Hunger shouldn't kill a champion. But it wasn't hunger that killed Dele Udo. A police officer flagged them down. Dele, polite and respectful, tried to explain. He told the officer, "In the US, where I just returned from, police officers don't point guns at innocent people like this." A simple statement. But truth offends the insecure. The officer, now consumed with rage and envy, replied with venom. "So you think you can go to America and return to insult me? You will not go back to that your good country alive." Just like that, Dele Udo, the boy who chose Nigeria over America, was shot dead by the same country he came home to represent. A bullet silenced his future. A jealous man in uniform murdered a national treasure. Back at the camp, chaos broke out. Green Eagles teammates Felix Owolabi and Moses Kapakor were among the first to hear the news. They couldn't believe it. No protests, no riots. A group of Ojuelegba Alaye boys, who had admired Dele from afar, were the ones who ran to the camp to break the news. These street boys respected him, but the police officer, sworn to protect, did not. As Nigeria mourned in silence, thousands of miles away in Missouri, a coach cried, Godwin Obasogi, Dele's friend and teammate, had to break the news to Coach Teal. It was too much. Teal said, "Dele was one of our most beloved, a man of warmth, wisdom, and speed. And now he was gone." But there was more pain waiting. Back in St. Louis, Dele's teenage wife, Angela Udo, was pregnant and widowed. The Nigerian government under Shehu Shagari flew her to Ozu Abam for the burial. There, tradition demanded that she sleep in the same room as her husband's corpse before he was buried. And she did, not because she was forced, but because she loved him that much. She left behind a daughter, Angel Burris, born fatherless. She never knew her father. For 37 years she lived without knowing the full story, until a Nigerian journalist, Taiwo Abiodun, tracked her down in 2018. Her father died before she could speak his name. Justice never came. The police officer who murdered Dele. He walked free, protected by a system that eats its brightest. He ran for his country, and his country shot him in return, not in war, not in error, but in envy and the same old police brutality. He was 24. He was hungry. He was polite, but he was a Nigerian. And that was enough to get him killed. No justice then, no justice now. And Nigerians are still an endangered species to those who swore to protect them.